I believe one of the biggest reasons that women stay stuck online is it's not because of lack of motivation, not at all. I believe we have all the motivation, and honestly, it's not even because we can't do it, like we're not capable of doing it. But I believe many women are simply trying to build a business that doesn't naturally fit the way they think, create, work, and my favorite, and how you live. So they spend years forcing themselves into somebody else's model, into somebody else's routine, into somebody else's definition of success. And after a while, everything starts feeling heavier, okay, than it needs to be. Okay, I believe one of the most valuable questions a woman can really ask herself is, what kind of business would I genuinely enjoy building for the next 5 years? Not next week, not next month, the next 5 years. Okay, that answer to that question tells you a lot about the kind of ecosystem you are meant to build. Okay, and listen, I like to keep it real with you. I do. I believe thoughtful women are becoming much more interested in building a business that fits their life instead of constantly trying to rearrange their life around their business. Hey girl, hey, welcome back to my channel. My name is Sharrita, and here I love talking about building a soft life business. Yes, I'm talking about through digital assets, through discoverable content, and evergreen systems, and quiet income for the intentional women. Okay, I'm talking about the women who want to build wisely online. And in today's conversation, this is when I wish somebody had sat me down. Sit down, Sharita. Let me explain this to you, and done that for me years ago. I spent so much time trying things before I really understood that there are different business models that work. Okay, so grab your favorite coffee, your tea, your notebook, whatever you drinking. Let's get into this conversation. I got Dunkin' again today. Yeah, my daughter, she said, Mommy, I'm getting ready to come home. Would you like a matcha? Are you a matcha girl? I am a matcha girl through and through. But today I didn't want to not my matcha. I want to. I said concoct something for me, girl. Put something together. Put something together for your mama, okay? And she did some type of strawberry and lemonade or whatever. But it's really really good. So let's get into today's conversation. But this video is not sponsored by Dunkin'. Dunkin', you need to sponsor me. But it's not sponsored by Dunkin'. My daughter works at Dunkin', so I get the benefits of Dunkin'. All right, let's go. As I got my foot into the online space, I've been online since 2014. I always thought it was just one way to build a business. Okay, I believe successful people had it. They had it all figured out. The secret formula in my job was to copy it. Okay. Now, over time, I started noticing something. Two women could both be successful online and have completely different businesses. One woman who loves to teach, you got another one who loves to write, you got one that likes to spend hours creating products. You got one that loves recommending resources. That's my mentor. She loves recommending resources. That's how her model is. And you got one that enjoys being on camera, like myself. Okay. But then you also had the women that love just being behind the scenes. And yet all of them were creating meaningful income. That realization changed how I approach business. I stopped asking myself, what's the best business model? And I started asking what kind of business naturally aligns with who I already am, what season I am in. Okay. I really believe that many women overcomplicate online business because we try to think so far into things. And what happens is you haven't given yourself permission to really fully answer that question in an honest way. I just did a podcast episode and I was kind of like talking about this. And one of the things that I said was you have to sit down and figure out, what do you want? What do you want? What do you want your business to look like? Okay. When I talk about soft life business, again, it's never about not doing anything. It's never about not working hard, but it's about you having a business that fits around your life. I personally love creating evergreen content. I need people to see my video months and years from now. And not only that, I stack on top of that, meaning I'm going to take my videos and write a blog post because I receive website views. And I'm also going to take that and create Pinterest pins because again, and take those Pinterest pins and direct them back to my blog and my YouTube video. That's how I run my business. That's what I like. I don't mind sitting at the computer 2 to 3 hours a day and making it work and creating my digital products and having a beautiful store for my soft life CEOs. So that's how I run my business. But again, everybody is different. I sat down and said, Sharlrita, what is it that you want? What does your business look like? So that I set up my business that way. So, yes, that I can dabble into other things, have a faceless channel, and because my business is already set. Okay, so yeah. All right, so let's walk through a few business models and the type of woman each one often serves well. Okay, this is based on my research. This is based on things that I have done. This is based on conversations that I had. So please know this is not the end all be all of business models. But if you're watching me, I want to give you some type of idea. I think sometimes we get because that's me. I feed off of ideas, and if I say, you know what? Hmm, do that would that work for me right now? So that's why I'm approaching this type of content or this information this way, just to give you an FYI. The first one is what I call the creator ecosystem. This one is for the woman who genuinely enjoys sharing ideas. So she likes conversations. She likes content. She enjoys expressing herself. Okay. She may even love YouTube, podcasting, blogging, email, newsletters, Pinterest, or even social media. She doesn't just create content because she is trying to sell something. She enjoys the process of communicating. Okay. Now, what's interesting about this model is that the content itself becomes the digital asset over time, especially on searchable platforms like, like a YouTube video that can continue to be discovered for years to come. A blog post can continue to bring people into your world. Email newsletter, I love that because it becomes a relationship building asset. So for women who love ideas, okay, this could be a beautiful path in that. So if you see yourself in that, let me know in the comments below. Another model is publishing. I had to bring publishing in here, and I always will. Okay. Publishing is wonderful for the women who enjoy organizing their knowledge. Okay. Women who love writing, women who have experiences, you have frameworks, you got stories, or you have perspectives that you want to share. Books create discoverability in such a unique way, especially on Amazon. A book can continue introducing people into your world years after it was created. And this is what I believe. I believe that many women underestimate how valuable that can become over time. So yeah, I'm always going to be team publishing because yes, it takes time. It's not a get rich quick. It's another path that I say is a get rich over time. It does take someone that is focused, and you got in from my experience, because I'm in the nonfiction genre, and I'm not saying the other genres don't work. I just don't speak on other genres because I don't write in those genres. I am the girl that's going to tell you to take your expertise and put it into books, preferably a book series, preferably a short book that's 50 pages or less that I call a mini her book. That's me. That's my process. Okay. Right now, even I did this last year and I had stopped. I'm going to have a mini her book. It's the titles are going to be mini her book series. Why? Because as I keep talking about mini her books and people start searching, I want mini her when people think about short books. I want mini her, just like people say short books. I want people to say mini her books. And in order for me to create, because it's not there, right? It's not searchable. In order for me to create that search so that people can start searching, I got to create the content, and that includes books. Okay. I hope you pick it up what I'm putting down, but that's why I love publishing. I'm always going to be team publishing because I believe that it does build a library. When you build a library over time, it pays you. I probably can sit down with any author, especially nonfiction authors, and they can tell you when they publish books years ago, they still make sales. They still make sales, especially on platforms like Amazon that are searchable, that make it very easy for us. All right, so next we have our digital product creator. Okay, this is the woman who enjoys solving problems. She sees challenges, right? And she immediately starts thinking about resources, templates, guides, workbooks, and systems that could help. She likes creating practical tools. She enjoys helping people implement ideas, and many women naturally blend in publishing and digital products, build those together because the two are on like they just fit together naturally. That's what I do. Okay. Digital products, publishing naturally together. I just recently did a video about the two. If you want to check it out, I'll put it down in the description. All right, I had to move stations, honey, because yeah, I had some things going on, but anyways, my son is using my desk, and yeah, I said just continue on. I'll come down here to your dad's desk and finish this video. So let's get into the next business model. Let's talk about the curator. Okay, this woman right here is very fascinating because she doesn't necessarily she doesn't want to create everything herself. Okay? She enjoys discovering great resources. She enjoys recommending tools. She enjoys connecting people with solutions. Now, this model is often where affiliate marketing fits quite naturally when I talk about affiliate marketing. And honestly, I believe this business model is deeply, deeply misunderstood because when it's done thoughtfully, it's really about being a guide. It's about guidance. It's about helping people navigate the options that they have. And intentional women are often excellent curators because we care deeply about what we recommend. Right? We're not just recommending anything. I will say a person that does very, very great at this is my mentor, Steph, because she has her business has always been, I think since she's been online, she's done some coaching. But what she realized here recently was that she's a great guide. She's a great curator. She's going to recommend. And I love that she reps products such as like Boss Suite that I talked about here on my channel. That's her rep. That's what she does. Now, you don't have to just do one, but it's great to have one that you love, you actually like, you actually participate in. It becomes natural. So that's why she can definitely make, $1,000, $2,000 days because it just comes off naturally. And I think this model too is great for beginners. I really do. If you can find a community, a course, a product that you really believe in and you can market that thing every single day, you can really, really have a very much profitable soft life business. Another model is what I call the ecosystem builder. This is my favorite, okay? Probably because it's how I personally view business now, and it's how I build my own business, okay? The ecosystem builder understands everything connects. The YouTube channel connects to the email list. The email list connects to the books. The books connect to the digital products. You have the digital products connect to workshops. Workshops connect to a community. So it's like everything connects. Like nothing stands alone by itself. Everything supports everything else. And to be honest, I really do believe that more women should think this way, but I understand that you don't. This is why I gave so many options, because to me, ecosystems create sustainability. One asset supports another. Okay. One idea becomes multiple opportunities. You can have one piece of content, and that content can continue to serve people across multiple platforms. Right. So now here's something I want you to really, really think about. You don't have to choose one of these models forever. Like, most women just naturally evolve. The creator could become a publisher. A publisher creates digital products. A curator builds a newsletter. You even have the ecosystem expands really over time. That's just normal. I can see myself in all of these models, whether it's now or it was some time ago. Like, for example, I I will say, in a part of my business, classify myself as a curator, because inside of the Soft Life CEO shop, I am connected to either courses or communities that I did not create, but I recommend it because I am in those communities or those courses. I've learned something that maybe women that follow me need to know. So I am a curator. I am a big component of affiliate marketing. I believe there's a special way that I think about affiliate marketing, how to weave in my links, not just in videos, but in my books or even in my shop. So there are certain, I can see myself in just a little bit of all of these business models, but I will say I am the ecosystem. That's my jam right now. That's the season that I'm currently in. That's why I strongly believe that women should focus less on finding the perfect model and more on just understanding what your natural strengths are. Okay. Because, like, so when a business aligns with your personality, your consistency, it really does become much easier. That's why this is easy for me, because it matches my personality. It matches why I like doing videos. It matches my personality. I have heard so many times, like even now when I'm in person doing events with my husband, a lot of people speak about my spirit, my energy. So because I know I have a certain type of energy, I'm going to leverage that strength via video. Now I do writing and things like that, and I try to make sure that I use my voice, especially when with my books. I like to transcribe my videos into chapters and books, because that's what I said. Okay, it's not what ChatGPT said. It's not what Claude said. It's what I said. And to me, the best way of curating or even repurposing your content is to start with the voice. So even if you have podcasts, if you have video, I think that's the best place to start if you're going to leverage AI. One of the most important mindset shifts that women can make is just realizing that online business is not simply about income. No, it's about the architecture. It's about you designing something. It's about you creating like a structure that supports your life. And that's why I love words like ecosystem. I use a lot digital assets, discoverability, digital real estate. I don't just connect that to houses, quiet income, and stewardship. Those words really do invite long term thinking people that I want to talk to. I believe wise women are prepared. We can plant things today, okay? And the future version of ourselves will benefit from it. So, like a book is a seed, a YouTube video is a seed, an email list is a seed, a digital product is a seed, a Pinterest account is a seed as well. And over time, like, those assets begin working together. That's a beautiful way to build, especially for women like myself. We value our freedom. We value meaningful work. We really want to leave a mark on this world, beauty, home, and definitely flexibility. Today's conversation really helped you. I hope it helped you to think differently about online business. I would certainly love for you to continue to explore this word with me. I want you to go to mysoftlife.biz.com. That's the Soft Life CEO library. That's a library for the Soft Life CEO. Okay. If you love digital assets, books, online business, quiet income and creating a life on your own terms, that's the place for you. Inside, you're going to find resources, you're going to find tools, you're going to find those things that I curated and some that I did not curate that you can get access to. Okay. Anything that I did not curate, please know that it is definitely the highest recommendation because I am actively in it. That's how I learn. Like, for example, there is a course. It is a course. It's set up as a course. It's not a community or anything like that. Called Digital Profits U. I really, really love the lessons about digital marketing because that's where I learned more about blogging and some things that I really did not understand and know. I learned a lot more about even these platforms and how you work them. So there's a lot of other things in there too, but that was one that really drew me because I was like, oh, okay, digital marketing is not just social media, but it's the what do you want to call it? It's just the little things that we don't understand. And I believe Digital Profits U is great for beginners. So if you're new to this online space and you want a place to learn, that will be what it is. You do get an amazing bonus and opportunity that if you wanted to share with other people and make money, you can do that as well. Okay. But you don't have to do that. Okay. So I just wanted to kind of preface that you will see resources in there that I did not personally curate. And I love that type of business. I love to be able to point people in a direction, say, hey, I don't have to create everything in order for someone to get their results. That's how I learn. I don't have a time to do that. So why not send people somewhere else? So before you go, make sure you leave me a comment. I want you to tell me which business model feels more aligned with you and who you are right now. Are you a creator? You like to create things? Are you a publisher? You want to dive into the books and digital product? Or maybe you might just be a digital product builder. Or maybe you might be a curator. You want to just share resources that you like. Or are you beginning to see yourself as an ecosystem builder? Okay. I would genuinely love to hear your perspective in the comments. And again, I cannot wait to connect with you. Okay. All right, girl. I'll see you in the next video. Remember, take care of yourself, drink your water, and we'll see you next time. Bye for now.